Yo boys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. We are back and we have another video tonight. We're going to be talking about a potential new promo that may come out and also a couple other things. It was a crazy day of the UCL. Well, not that crazy. I mean, if you watched the Atletico and Chelsea game, yeah, it was kind of a weekend league-esque type of game. But that is kind of how Atletico play. And so Chelsea won today 1-0 with Giroud scoring a beautiful goal. And I wish that tonight we would have a 99 shooting, 99 volley Giroud on FIFA. But EA are lazy and we're not going to get that. We also had a 4-1 Bayern win. And so, you know what? We may have some UCL Man of the Matches this upcoming Friday. That may happen. I think EA may do the UCL Man of the Matches for the first set of games. In terms of we had the first round last week of the UCL and we've got this week of the UCL. So they may do something like that. But what we're going to be talking about today is that there has been a couple people on Twitter who have mentioned that there is a possible what-if promo that may happen on FIFA. Now, there's two ways that I could see this happening, right? There's two ways. It either goes in the one way where you have players like, and you guys at this point can let me know in the comments down below what you think, what you guys think this would be. Now, you may have some players like Bakayoko that were really hyped up. Were looking really good in the beginning part of their career, and then just maybe, it didn't formulate out to the crazy rating that people thought they might have gotten. There's probably countless examples of this where players were really hyped up. Maybe prodigies, maybe not even just prodigies, maybe players that were playing very well, and people thought were going to be insane, and then just kind of like weren't as good, and kind of been getting some downgrades, maybe the last couple of FIFAs after a good rating, but could turn out to be like pretty crazy cards, right? Because if you have this promo, you could say that maybe Bakayoko was going to be a 90 or 91 center mid in the what if promo, and he's got medium high. So this is the rumor right now. This is from Dunk's Twitter, who is a good follow if you are in the FIFA community. But also there's a bunch of other Twitters that people have been posting about this. I haven't heard too much about it, but it makes sense, right? Because right now we have the icon moments, and that was kind of like the main focus of last Friday, is that the Icon Moments promo was kind of like starting and coming into fruition. And then obviously the way that EA is doing it, they are milking it. So they've got 34 this Friday. They're going to do group and group and group. It's not just a 2 split, which it was last year. There's going to be a 3 split. But I'm assuming that, EA don't go a lot of Fridays without promos, guys. Technically, we didn't really have a full-on promo this last Friday. So I think that we are going to have a promo this Friday. And look, like Freeze was pretty similar to Shapeshifters. I don't know what they're going to do this spring. So it would make sense that we would get a new promo. Obviously, Foot Birthday is not for a little while. And so I could see this one happening. And I think there's no reason that EA would have put Ronaldo and Rashford in this Team of the Week, which is the leak right now. People are saying that Ronaldo and Rashford are in Team of the Week for the leak, unless they would do some sort of promo or something that was in packs in this upcoming Friday. Now, I also think the other direction this promo can go in, right, besides the fact that, if we're going to say that on FIFA Rosters, who's a great site, by the way, you guys should check them out. FIFA Rosters are awesome. But this would be the concept of the promo. I don't even know if there's a custom design yet. Let's see if there's a popular community design. But they have so many like crazy designs here. Look at all this stuff. But yeah, you'd have some what if kind of car design that would be theoretically added in. I don't know if wasted talents works, but yeah, something like this, right, where they're getting boosts of what they could have been. But I think the other direction this could go in, is like, that game where Kyle Walker played goalkeeper, right? If they did really cool stuff like this, where you had like crazy boosts on just stuff like this. I mean, I don't know how this would totally work, but I think there's a lot of other things. Like maybe you have I don't know, like a position change in Insigne, who already has a couple cards, but you've got a position change like Insigne, and I don't love this card design, let that be known, but, he's like a center forward, and he's like 6'1", he gets his height changed or something. Oh my God, I put his rating as center forward. But yeah, like this is something that I think as well, that if this is going to be the promo, the direction it could be going in, right? Like maybe we see like, maybe like a 96 or a 97 Messi, or maybe even a 96 because he already has this 95, but that this version has 5-star. So he's got 5-star weak foot and 5-star skills, or maybe just 5-star maybe 5-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, but something unique like that with Messi. And this is something that could happen. We've seen this happen from time to time because last year, if you guys don't remember from FIFA 20, Ronaldo actually last year had a shapeshifters card, and this card was a pain in the so annoying to play against. This card was they actually changed his foot to left-footed, so he was a left-footed Ronaldo. I mean, like playing against this card was literally torture. It was extremely annoying to play against this card because you could never predict what was going on. So I think there's a lot of uniqueness with a potential promo like this. You've got scenarios where like EA could change, like what if someone had this, what if somebody had this go for them in their career? What if they never got that injury? Like I think Ousmane Dembele had a lot of team of the seasons ago, and I don't think his career is over. I think he's actually been playing well, but like just for the promo standpoint of selling packs, and he's already got a freeze card, but this type of thing, right? Like players that aren't playing maybe incredible or maybe have had tons of injuries and haven't been able to play football because of them. Ousmane has had a lot of injuries, but now he's playing. Thank God. But just kind of stuff like that would be really cool. And I think there's a lot of directions that if this what if promo is actually going to happen, the direction of the promo is interesting, right? Like they could take it in so many ways. You could do, scenarios where like what if Insigne was 6'1" and a striker, or and that scenario is a little bit more like of a makeup scenario where they could kind of make things up and make it all crazy. Then you've got realistic ones where like these guys are busts. What if they actually got to this place in their career? And then you've got another scenario where like what if this player had 5-star skills and a 5-star weak foot? So I think you've got a couple like directions generally that EA could take that potential promo in. There's a lot of ways which they could kind of move that promo and do it in certain ways. That's just kind of my thoughts on that thing. Now, other than that, Friday is going to be icon moments too. Now, what is very important to talk about with Friday is that icon SBCs are going to expire on today's Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think icon SBCs expire on Sunday or Monday. So we will be getting new icon SBCs in the next 5 days. There's no way that we don't get those. There's going to be new icon moments SBCs. Obviously, we have the first batch of icons which were put in. We did a video on icon moments. We have the first batch that was put into packs on Friday, and we got 34 of them, guys. We got 34 icon moments on Friday. Now, the way that EA kind of did the oh my gosh, bro, they're posting so much about their competitive FIFA. So they did R9, which is a big one. Puskas is a big one, and Cruyff is a big one. Eusebio is also a big one, right? They did bring out some pretty major ones, but there are some other ones that are like very major that are missing. So I thought they brought out a couple big ones, and then a lot of the lower tier ones with this one. I think with the next couple, there's going to be some pretty crazy ones. But I'm kind of expecting that EA is going to start to bring out some moments SBCs. I think we will start to get some moments SBCs probably. And the reason I say that, and I know this is kind of crazy, but look, the primes haven't been that good. Really, the only prime icons that I think have been really good for SBCs have been Kaká and Cannavaro, maybe JJ because he was cheaper. But generally, like, these haven't been that good. But EA kind of just like stopped bringing them out, which kind of makes me feel like the way that they had written, guys, in their text, and this is all framing up for me to think that this year is the year that we're finally going to get insane icon moments endgame SBCs. They may take a while to get here, but I think they'll do it this year. And the reason I say this is because EA in the pitch notes earlier this year, when they talked about the icons, they said, you're only going to have one time where they can be used in swaps or an icon SBC. So obviously the swaps players so far have been really poor, and the icon SBCs have also been really poor. But the uniqueness of this is that because we only have one icon swaps left, with only like 4 or 5 players in each icon swaps, and then we haven't had many icon SBCs, there's a very unique factor, which is that EA can pretty much bring out any of the endgame icons because they haven't used them in swaps or in SBCs, which is, to be honest, that's something really promising for the rest of the year. And that's why even with this next kind of set of icon moments, it does make me feel a little bit more optimistic, because I feel like there is like a genuine chance that EA may end up giving us, like, this is the year that we may actually get some pretty banging icon SBCs. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, there's a really, really, really big chance. So, again, we will have to see, guys, because nothing is confirmed with EA until it happens. It really is not confirmed. Right? We don't really know anything with this game. Same with this promo that I'm talking about. We don't know until this stuff actually comes out on FIFA and drops. But all we can do is hope. Now, another one thing I wanted to talk about with you guys, right? There was a new patch that was added in yesterday. And this patch specifically, there is going to be a new setting. I think it's going to be on for us on Thursday or next Tuesday, this patch. But basically, you're going to be able to now put a controller. Now we have, so in game this year, EA have added like the ping thing. Now this is cool. I wish that EA would fix their gameplay, but you know, this sort of stuff is good for delay and stuff. So basically, there's an input overlay. Now, they can be configured in 3 different ways. So you can have one wireless controller graphic, which is shown on screen, and it displays inputs performed in a match. You can have input only plus online response, which is 2 wireless controller graphics are shown on the screen, displaying both your local inputs and the inputs processed by a FIFA game data center and your network. And then you can have it off. So this is pretty cool because at least for the second one, you could have 2 controllers, which one will show your inputs on your controller and then what EA is actually registering, which is actually really important because this is going to be the one that is going to be really good to show people what you're doing and then like what the game is actually registering or reading. So it can really show the delay in the game. Now, the one thing with EA releasing this that confuses me a little bit is why is EA releasing this? Because if anything, it's only going to show how bad some of their gameplay responsiveness is on the heavier times of the game. So, again, this one is a great addition to the game, but I'm a little confused why they're releasing this because I actually feel like it's going to show how poor some of the input responsiveness is on FIFA. But anyways, I guess that's not my decision to really figure out why EA is going to release certain things and why they're not going to release certain things. But anyways, guys, I mean, other than that, I told you guys that, like, I'm really focusing on pushing a lot of content for you guys right now. So a lot of the trading is cooling off for me at the moment. I'm kind of taking, like, a pretty big break. I don't really know if I'm going to go back to it. I am doing some trading with the icon moments. I've now flipped 6. They're very hard to flip because you have to really get a good price. I bought Figo to try out at 265 today, and he actually sold at 288. So I took the money on that. I bought 2 Koulibalis at 530. You know, I thought he would rise a little bit in the hype for Napoli. And then I'm going to I sold my last 2 Muriels. I've got to go through. I've got to take some loss on future stars. But we spent 13 mil on upgrade packs for Team of the Year, and we still have a good amount of coins. We've got that Messi Team of the Year in our club. We've got some cards in the transfer list that we've got to take some losses on. But, yeah, I mean, we're sitting pretty nice. Now, I did tell the YouTube community that we did get stuck with one Renato, right? We made 500K on Renato last week, and we actually got stuck with one that didn't sell when Ajax scored that next goal. But I do think some people will gamble. I don't know if I will gamble. I have no idea, to be honest, if I'm going to gamble because it's a weird one, right? Ajax scored 2 away goals, and Lille have to go on the road, basically, and, you know, win the game to go through. So, for Ronaldo to get the upgrade. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this Ronaldo Sanchez. I have no idea. This game is on Thursday, so I need to figure out what I'm doing regarding that card. But, yeah, man, road to the finals are going crazy. I don't know if I mentioned it in a video the other day or if it was in a stream, but man, some of the prices are going nuts. On my second account, I bought 2 Pogbas at like 600, I think, the other week. And, dude, he's up so much. He's up at 855. So people are paying the big bucks on these, man. It just shows people. It shows you guys that, like, look, at the end of the day, people are always gambling, whether it's with packs. You know, I don't know necessarily what it's with, but I sold Jesus at 1-1 the other day on my second. He's 1-2 today. So it's just crazy, man. People are really, really buying into these cards. The craziest one to me, like, it was funny. I had a viewer today that said that they thought Salah was like Bitcoin, and it's crazy, man. Salah is 2.55 mil, like, on the market. Like, how crazy is that? 2.55 mil for this road to the final Salah. It's crazy, but you know what? It's understandable because this card with one more upgrade, right? Like, if Liverpool go through, he's gonna get a 94 card. I mean, like, this Salah is like pretty close to like team of the season levels. Like, it's actually gonna be insane because he's got finesse shot trait. He's going to get it +1 at least on every stat. He's going to go to 98 acceleration, 96 sprint speed, 97 finishing, 97 attack positioning. I mean, this is quite an incredible card. So I think with Salah's next upgrade, we may end up doing a little bit of a review because he might be at the point where it's like, bro, this card is crazy. So we may have to test him out on his next upgrade because that looks like just, I mean, the potential in that card is looking literally insane. It really is looking crazy. Other than that, man, I think for me, like, going forward, I need to make sure that I'm at least investing some of the coins every week for the weekends because there is a rise. But it's really interesting with the market this year, guys, because the market, a lot of people are playing with untradeable teams. So the markets on the weekends are just not really going up as much. And I think that's a win-win for, like, EA, man. I think EA is winning at that point because obviously EA is kind of, like, forcing people to do a little bit more of the untradeable route. And in the long term, that's better for them, right? Because if everybody's trying to get first owner untradables, at the end of the day, people are most likely going to spend more money on packs and things like this. So I think at the end of the day, that's probably going to end up being like a big benefit for EA if people keep doing it this way. So yeah, I mean that's really what I see. Oh, we've got an Ian Rush on the market. Interesting. I actually wanted to try him. Is he on the market? He is on the market. I actually want to try this guy on my second account because he is extinct and he's got finesse shot trait. So I'm going to actually try to log in right now. I'm going to see if my second account is open. So yesterday I tried to buy Clivert, and I also tried to buy Clivert yesterday, and I tried to buy an Ian Rush. And both times when I added the watches to my main account, I go to my second account and they've already been bought. So let's see real quick. I'm going to keep that on my watch list and see if I can end up grabbing it, because I do want to try them out. I think the extinct guys are really fun to try out and see how they are. I mean, for me, I keep talking about this Vieira though, man. This Vieira looks crazy. But any of you guys that have icon moments and stuff, just be careful, because I do think that the market on the icon moments is going to have a little correction on Thursday. I think that Thursday is going to be. There was a big drop on Monday. There was a big drop on Monday, and the reason was because people were getting squad battles rewards and opening packs from the icon moments. So these guys were getting supplied a little bit. So like for me, I bought 2 Bergkamps at 1.6 on Monday. I bought Larson at like 1.4. I sold this way too early. Now he's 1.7. But then this I bought at 1.6. So I made some coins on these guys, and there is some supply coming on these times. So I think Thursday is like really the first big supply day that we're gonna have with icon moments, guys. So like, just be careful if you have some icon moments, because I do think that some of these guys are gonna get supplied a good amount, and it may cause them to drop a little bit. So just kind of be aware of it, guys, and be ready to go. You know, if it happens, you guys are ready to go, and I think that's a good look. So thanks for watching the video today, guys. Don't want to keep you guys here too long. I think that's all I got to talk about today, but I love you guys, man. See you guys later. Peace.